I mean, you can see it's working pretty good. All right, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with the beautiful Christina K. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna be taking you through my day, showing you how I'm eating and how I'm training to be in some of the best shape of my life in my 40s. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So I'm gonna be showing you guys each of my meals and my supplements and everything I'm doing right now to be in great shape. The first thing I do in the morning, which has started lately, I used to not drink caffeine, but I have been doing these espresso Starbucks beverages. We do the light cream. They're only 70 calories. It's like 100 milligrams of caffeine. So I actually really like these because I'm not often hungry in the morning. So I technically fast each day. So basically at night when I have my last meal, I don't eat basically until my first protein shake, which I'll show you what I'm gonna have. So I usually fast almost every day for about 12 hours, sometimes a little bit more. And actually, Christina and I are just coming off a 46-ish hour fast. We wanted to do 48, but basically we've had one meal since Sunday, and it's now Wednesday. So yeah, we basically have had one meal in 3 days. And if you guys want to see, I think I'm going to do a whole video on fasting. Next week, we're going to do a 72-hour fast, and I'll tell you guys all the reasons why we're doing that. So yeah, my energy is a little low today, which means the workout that we're going to do, and I didn't train yesterday, we just golfed for our workout since it was like our 40th hour of our fast, so we didn't want to go to the gym. Our energy levels were a little bit lower. But so today we're coming off of a rest day, so I'm just going to do a full body workout, so I'm going to take you guys through that. But yeah, in the mornings, I really just have a little thing of coffee, and that's pretty much how I start my morning. It also helps me stay regular using the bathroom caffeine. So yeah, and if I do actually do any food in the morning, what I normally do is something like this. I'll do like a little yogurt, 15 grams of protein. I usually just do vanilla, and then I'll put some granola in it along with some honey, and then I just keep it really light because I'm usually not that hungry in the morning, and then it's just a great way to like not force myself to eat if I'm not hungry. And that's one of the ways that I stay shredded like 10 to 12% body fat year round, is just by being smart with my eating, and I'll go over more of that when we get to more meals. So let me first show you my technically first meal of the day, which is going to be my protein shake and my first supplements that I take while I'm working out. All right, so I already mixed this up for the day. It's right here. So I just do like some water in there, and then I do 2 scoops of this. It's called Aftershock. And it gives you, it's like everything in one. So you get carbohydrates, you get protein, 36 grams. It's an amino stack. You also get creatine, glutamine, BCAAs. It also has like a joint complex and just like a bunch of great stuff in there. So this is usually like my first meal of the day, if you want to call it that. And then I also throw in a pre-workout. I do this high volume. It's just a pump powder basically. It's caffeine free, and I just drink that. I just add that to this. So this is like basically my first meal technically of the day. And you'll see that I do a lot of protein shakes because I'm aiming for basically getting 100 to 150 grams of protein per day. I don't track anything that I do, but I have tracked in the past using apps when I was bodybuilding. So I do roughly know how much protein or how much carbs or how much fats are in the things that I eat. But I really just prioritize getting protein, and I'm trying to really limit my carbs because I'm like kind of doing keto, but kind of not. Like if I want to have some ice cream or if I want to eat some whatever bread, I still do it, but I'm trying to just be basically like low carb-ish, always prioritizing protein and eating as much fat as I want. So that's the first thing of the day. I'm gonna throw that in, and we're gonna hop in the car. I'm gonna talk a little bit about my background in fitness and why you should listen to what I have to say. Also, on a side note, I do want to point out Jack is not on my workout plan. As you can see, he is just fluff monstered up over here and laying on his back. This is how he keeps his spine just perfectly aligned. Not a care in the world. All right, so before we get any further into this video, I want to give you guys a brief background on my journey with fitness and athletics. So in high school, I played a bunch of different sports. Football and track were my 2 main sports. In track and field, I was actually a 5-time state champion in the 110 hurdles, the 300 hurdles, and then 4x1, 4x4, and we also won the state championship my senior year. Fun fact, I actually had enough points by myself to win the state title for our team, which was pretty cool. Not to say that our team wasn't great, we really did have an incredible team that year. And then Then I went to Penn State on a scholarship for track and field. And at Penn State, I was NCAA All-American in the 400-meter hurdles. I was a Big Ten champion in the 400-meter hurdles. And my senior year, I was one of the top-ranked hurdlers in the world. And then later on in my life, in my 30s, I actually started bodybuilding. They came out with a new division called Men's Physique, and I always loved bodybuilding, but I didn't want to be as big as those like actual bodybuilders. I didn't want to take steroids. So I got into Men's Physique, and I trained myself and competed in the Ferrigno Legacy NPC show. And I actually won the show, and I beat Rob Riches and my buddy Damian Patrick, who are both IFBB pros. Damian Patrick is a classic physique competitor now, and he's actually been to Olympia a bunch of years. His physique is insane. But I also qualified for nationals, and I went to nationals, and then I realized, holy shit, everybody's huge. There were chicks there that were bigger than me, and I just didn't want to get any bigger than I was. So that kind of ended my bodybuilding career. But I do want to give a caveat. Technically, I'm not in the best shape of my life right now because I'm not in 400-meter hurdle track shape, because I just can't be. I'm not in my 20s anymore, and I'm not as big or as strong as I was when I was bodybuilding. But neither of those two things were really sustainable long term. And so, especially when I was bodybuilding, I was pushing weights that were sometimes hurting my joints and my ligaments because I had a goal to get bigger, and that isn't my goal anymore. So my goal now is to basically look good, feel good, and have a program that's sustainable and a diet that I can do for the rest of my life. And I think that's what's really important. I also have my own website called JaretCampisi.com, where I have sample workout videos and diet programs that I myself have used. And I also offer personal training, and I've helped hundreds of people get in the best shape of their lives. And I think it's really important, especially in America, because we really have a health epidemic. We're basically more obese and fatter and unhealthier than we've ever been, and a big part of the reason for that is our lifestyle and the food that we eat, which is by design. I'm not going to go into all that right now, but I think it's really important. I think health is pretty much the most important thing in our lives. We only get one body, and you have to take care of it. And so that's what I'm trying to show in this video, is how you can live your life balanced, working out, eating things that you still enjoy, making good choices, be healthy and happy, and it'll change every other aspect of your life. So that's my goal for this video, and I do want to do more health and fitness videos in the future, breaking down my actual workout split. Like I said, today we're just going to be doing a full body workout, and not only do I look and feel great, but you can see Christina as well. She's one of the top OnlyFans models in the world. She is in her 30s now, and she looks absolutely amazing. I'm 42, and I feel really, really good, and people think I'm usually in my 30s as well. So I just, I'm not trying to brag or anything like that, but I just want to give you guys a background of, I've been training literally since I was 12 years old in some capacity or another for pretty much 5+ days a week. So that's 30 years of training, and I've maintained below 15% body fat for all those years. I've had a visible six-pack for all those years, and I think that that's something that gives me credibility and a reason for you guys to watch this video and listen to what I have to say. All right, we have arrived at LA Fitness here in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania, where we currently reside. One of my favorite gyms, actually, that I've ever been to. No matter what workout split we're following, we always start off with 10 minutes of walking or jogging on the treadmill, just to warm up our bodies, see how things are feeling, what parts are sore, our energy levels, and then that kind of dictates what the workout is going to be. If it's going to be like, okay, we're not feeling too well today, maybe we drank too much or we didn't get a lot of sleep or something, so we'll go higher reps, lighter weight. Or if I feel really good this day, I'll be like, cool, today I'm going to hit it, try to do heavier weights. So things, oh yeah, or if your body just hurts like teens, her back's hurting, so she's going to just kind of feel out the workout today and try not to do anything that hurts. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're warming up for 10 minutes on the treadmill, and then we'll get into the workout. All right, so as I mentioned, today we're going to be doing a full body workout, and we're going to be doing compound movements for all the muscle groups. The compound movements are the most important movements you can do in the gym. I see way too many people doing isolation exercises in the gym. For example, this is a compound movement for the legs. It's hitting pretty much every muscle in the leg and almost every muscle in the body. Squats, right? An example of an isolation movement instead would be like just doing leg curls or just leg extensions, which is fine, and we're gonna do those, but those shouldn't be most of what you do in the gym. You can get an incredible workout just doing the compound movements. One of the main ways that my workouts are changing in the gym is using more machines. And then there's other things that I'm doing as well. You can see that we're using really light weight, and I'll talk about that with my set. Machines I like using because it allows me to control the movements a lot more and focus on the body parts that I just want to hit. And it also just helps protect your tendons, ligaments, muscles as you get older. And you can see I'm going nice and slow. I'm getting as full of a range of motion as I possibly can. And the reason why I'm doing these warm-up sets is to make sure that I'm getting blood in the muscles and I'm getting everything nice and warm. And I basically do like pyramid sets where I'll start with something really light, do like 20 reps, and then I'll just keep adding weight and then slowly do less reps as I go. And I'm just feeling out my body and making sure that I feel good as I go up and go heavier. If something feels weird, then I'll stick with lighter weights, and it helps protect me and keep me healthy. All right, so for my heaviest set today, coming off the fast, and I also had a massage yesterday, so I'm just being super careful. I'm only going up to 135, still getting a full range of motion, and then just slowing it down and getting a good squeeze if I'm using less weight. Basically, our goal as we're getting older now is to use as little weight as possible to get as much benefit as possible, because we want to help save our ligaments, our tendons, and keep ourselves from getting injured. So just nice and slow and controlled, but still getting a really good burn and a really good workout. Okay, so we did about 4 or 5 sets of squats, moving up to our heavy sets. And now we're moving on to deadlifts. Again, I would say squats and deadlifts are the 2 most important exercises in the gym, and they're probably the least exercises I see people doing. The Smith machine is amazing for both of these exercises. We're gonna stay here for deadlifts. It allows us to really control the weight and focus on our full body, feeling that you can do these 2 different ways too. You can sit back into it the way that she's doing, or you can keep your legs straighter to get more of a hamstring, glute, lower back focus. But since her lower back's hurting her right now, she's not gonna do that. And again, she is feeling some pain right now, so she's just going really light, focusing on controlled movements, and sometimes just getting your body some blood flow through those areas. It can actually help with, the pain that you're having, and it can help with maybe making it go away, but you definitely want to be careful if you're getting actual pain to not do those movements and just let your body heal. So we're gonna do a couple sets of deadlifts on the old Smithy. All right, deadlifts are done. I just worked up to a plate on each side, similar to what I was doing on squats. I can definitely tell my energy levels are down from the fasting. So just gonna keep it a little bit lighter today and probably keep our rests a little bit lower. So we're moving over to assisted pull-ups. I love to do these because you can really focus on your lats and your biceps, and you're also focusing on your core as well. So we do 2 wide grip and then 2 close grip, something that we can do 10 to 12 times depending on our pace. The slower you go, the less you'll do. But you can see Christina's back is actually really good. She has great lat development. And then this is gonna be working on your biceps as well. So yeah, looks really good. Nice little juicy booty on her too. Look at that thing, my gosh. All right, so I'll show you my close grip set. And again, I can do a lot of regular pull-ups, but I actually prefer assisted pull-ups just because of the way you can really get a full extension and then squeeze at the top as well. Again, I'm trying to use as little weight and resistance as I possibly can to get the results that I want. And a lot of people don't realize this, but it's time under tension that actually builds muscle. And you can achieve that in 2 different ways: by progressive overload, which is by using more weight, or by just doing more reps, because you're still moving more weight throughout time. So you don't have to be pushing a ton of weight to get the results that you want to get. And if you see yourself slowing it down and getting pauses and squeeze and full stretch and flex, you'll feel it a lot more than you will with actual heavy weight, just throwing it around. All right, so next we're moving to incline bench press. This is going to be working our upper chest, shoulders, and triceps. And there's a reason why I'm doing all these exercises in this way as well. Squats is working your whole body, but also your legs, which is your largest muscle group. Deadlifts, whole body, but also your legs, which is your largest muscle group. Back is your second biggest muscle group. So we did pull-ups for our back and our biceps. And then we move to our final biggest muscle group, which is chest, shoulders, triceps. So these are hitting compound movements for all of these muscle groups, which means you're also getting secondary muscles involved. So another really important thing is getting full range of motion. See how she's coming all the way down and all the way up? That's really important, because if you're just doing half reps, your muscles, like that, or even less than that, your muscles will get tighter in those ranges of motion. And then when you go out and you do sports or physical activities, you're not gonna have the flexibility there, and you're gonna risk getting yourself injured. So again, everything I do is all about looking good and feeling good and being healthy. And you can see how amazing Christina looks. Don't be afraid if you're a girl. You can do these exact same workouts. She's been doing my workouts and following my diet routine for 10 years, and you see how amazing she looks.
Not turn into a man.
No, don't worry. You don't have the testosterone for it. So one really important thing when you're doing pressing exercises, don't be out here like this. It's not good for your shoulders. You want to keep your shoulders tucked, your elbows tucked as much as possible. You might not be able to do as much weight because it's going to focus not only on your chest and shoulders, but also your triceps a lot too. But it's way safer for your shoulders. And I've had issues with my shoulders over the years and keeping my elbows tucked.
Versus what?
Out here like this. It's totally different. So just be really careful. I like a closer grip with tucked elbows, but it always depends on how your body's put together as well. Some people are fine doing it wider with your elbows out, but I would say in general, it's safer to keep your elbows a bit more tucked. And one last thing I'll say about why we're using incline chest press instead of flat chest press. Your chest is separated into two muscles. Well, it's basically separated between high and lower pec. And incline works your upper chest a lot more, because everybody has their lower chest already looks good, mainly because of gravity. But when you get that upper chest bigger and stronger, it looks a lot cooler on you. And it'll help lift your boobs for the ladies as well.
Girls, all the
if you're all natural, yeah. All right, next we're gonna do machine shoulder press. As close as possible, usually I would say. Okay. Machine shoulder press. I rotate between doing machine shoulder press if there's one that I like. Sometimes these machines can put your shoulders in bad positions, so if it hurts, try a different shoulder machine. Or you can do dumbbell shoulder press like they're doing over there. I basically go back and forth depending on the day. If this is taken, I'll do dumbbells, or vice versa. So same thing, full range of motion, getting as low as you can without pain. I like to keep as close a grip as possible, still keeping elbows tucked.
This?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yep. And then getting a full range of motion at the top. So same thing, same basic principles. And now we're warmed up, so I don't really need as many lower weight sets. So I can just move really close to my working sets right away as long as everything feels good.
All right, Jaret's up next. Are your shoulders tucked?
Yes.
Or your elbows, I mean?
Not tucked would be like way out here, and this, you know. I like close grip.
Okay. Okay.
Right here.
Looking good. Not as good as me, but you know, you'll get there one day.
I never could be. See, beautiful woman with double D's. No matter how big my pecs get, I'll never be that size.
Do you usually go, is this like your max that you usually stop at?
No, some days I'll go heavier. But
Okay.
today I don't feel.
You don't have the energy?
No, so I'll just do what I can, you know. All right, we're gonna do a second movement for our back, because back is one of the unique muscle groups where you need to do a rowing for thickness like this, along with the pulling for the width this way, side to side. So we didn't really do a row. Deadlifts technically will work on back thickness, but I like to do a direct thickness exercise. For this one, we're doing a seated machine row. And you can do these like high pull, down low, whatever you want. There's all different types of machines. Just pick one that feels good for you. And same thing, full range of motion. It's okay if your chest comes off the pad a little bit. Christina's Chest is so massive, it's always going to be touching. But again, just get a good squeeze at the back there and then a good stretch at the bottom, and that's perfect. All right, so we're gonna hit our biceps. Easy bar curls are one of my favorites. You can do outside grip or inside. I usually do a few of each, but I'm gonna start with outside. And then the same thing. I see way too many people throwing this kind of shit around. Just use less weight, get a full extension at the bottom, and then a full contraction at the top. Always keeping tension on the muscle, even at the bottom, just flexing it to bring it up. Nice and relaxed on the way down. 10 to 12. Should be good. Ending with tricep push downs with the rope. Again, same thing, controlling the weight, get all the way up for a stretch, and then contraction at the bottom. And anytime you're doing pushing movements, you're working your triceps as well. So
Triceps meaning right here. See this horseshoe that he's got going on?
it goes all the way around to the back too.
From here
Back in there.
all the way down to here. That's so defined, it's crazy.
You work these when you're doing bench press and shoulder press as well.
Your push movements.
There are 3 heads to the triceps, so you do want to make sure you hit all 3 heads of it. But today, just by doing the compound movements plus this, we're hitting all 3 heads.
Let's see if I have the horseshoe. Because usually you can just like flex it. Oh, you can kind of see something right there. Yeah.
And if you get shredded enough, you can start to see the muscle
striations.
striations. But you can see all the way around.
That's wild.
Yeah, not bad, right? 40s. And the biceps too. I don't know why. It's pretty
Peaks.
good. Yeah, actually your triceps.
I said he's got like the California peaks, the mountains, and then I've got like the Pennsylvania hills. Nothing really there.
All right, so that was it for today's workout. Again, today was a full body workout routine. If you were gonna do this routine as your actual workout split, you would wanna do it 3 times a week with at least 1 day of rest in between where you could fit like cardio or something into. So you'd be lifting 3 days a week in the gym. You can get in great shape with this workout split. It's more of a general overall split. I do more of like a bodybuilding workout split, which is push, pull, legs. And if you'd like to see those individual workouts and what my actual workouts look like on a more day-to-day basis, let me know. I can show you guys that. You can also see how I used to train in my fitness workout playlist down in the description below. Or not in the description, but just on my YouTube channel. And there's teens showing off the physique. So we'll do a full kind of physique update when we get home and we can be like in our boxers and stuff. But I mean, you can see it's working pretty good. You know, I've got visible abs, big arms. Yeah, but I don't really like abs on a female, to be honest. You guys let me know in the comment section. Do you like
a six
abs?
pack, you mean?
No, I like just a little hint of some abs, just a flat stomach. I don't think you need to have visible abs as a female. I think you look great, honestly. I think your body's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. And look, she doesn't even have makeup on, and she just had, what did you have done? Laser on her face. So, I mean, this is as natural as it gets, and look how beautiful she is. So, let me know what you guys thought of the workout. We're actually gonna run to Giant and pick up some meals, but I think we're gonna go out to eat tonight because I wanna show you guys how you can make good choices when you go out to eat as well, and still eat foods, like I said, that you enjoy. So, we'll stop at Giant and we'll go home, show you guys a physique update.
Carbs.
Of course.
As much carbs as possible.
The sugar monster.
I run my life on carbs.
We're actually gonna get some ice cream tonight too, so you can see how we fit that into our diet routine too. Oh, so one other thing I'll mention is stretching. Very important to do. Christina does it a lot more than I do. Well, hold on, I'm gonna explain something. I would say after your workout is a great time to do your static stretching after your body's got some blood in it. I find stretching to be incredibly boring, so I do it throughout my workout because I get bored waiting, because we take about 1 to 2 minutes rest between sets, and that's usually when I do my stretching, just while I'm waiting to do my sets. And then we were doing 3 to 4 sets of every muscle group or every exercise today. So anywhere from 3 to 5 sets you could do depending on how much you want to do. And then I burned, it took us about 1 hour and 15 minutes. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Of course it goes away. And then I burned 687 active and 787 total calories. So pretty good workout overall. And now I'm completely distracted. I don't even know what I was talking about. All right, so we're at Giant, our local grocery store. We're just doing a little mini haul today, so I'm not gonna show the whole thing. If you wanna see a grocery haul in the future, we can certainly do that. One of the things that we do, because we don't really cook meals, is we get pre-prepared meals, and I'd imagine most local places would have something similar. And then this is one of the ones that we do most of the time, grilled chicken and vegetables. So high in protein, you're getting some servings of vegetables, and then not a ton of carbs. So this one is 430 calories. I think that's per one container, yeah. So it's not a lot of food, but that's why we mix in like protein shakes and things like that. So we're gonna grab 2 of these for our meals for tomorrow, since tonight we're gonna go out to eat. All right, I actually forgot about our post-workout shake. So we do it a couple different ways, but today we're gonna do it with the 2 scoops of GNC Whey-Bolic protein. It's 40 grams, plus you get BCAAs, leucine, and whatever that other word is. Don't know what that stuff is. I just want the protein. Whatever else it has is great. And then I also do a greens drink. This is 5 servings of like fruits and vegetables, including like superfoods. You can go online and read about what all it has, and how they do it. They basically like harvest the fruit and the vegetables during their like most potent time. They convert it to powder form. So I don't know. I think it's good. I still eat fruits and vegetables, but I think that's just like a good alternative. And then I just do whole milk because I'm not afraid of fats. I think they're good. And I do a couple of different types of milks, but this is a good one that we try, and we just mix it all up, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. I forgot to mention too, in the morning I also do a multivitamin. So I do men's Optimens multivitamin from GNC. From Optimum Nutrition. This is the protein I normally use too, the gold standard whey. And you can see how much stuff is in there. It's kind of insane. Amino blends, plus all kinds of enzyme blend. There's a vegetable blend too, and just tons and tons of different vitamins and minerals, which is super important. I also do a lysine every day as well. It's not in this one. And that's pretty much it. I think Teens does a multivitamin and some other stuff too. But yeah, we'll get this down, and then we're gonna go strip down to shower, and we'll show you guys a quick physique update. Okay, so we'll give you guys a quick physique update here. Again, this is how I'm looking at 42, and I'm about 5'11", probably 175 pounds right now. Pretty happy overall with how I look. I always wish that I had more muscle and was a little bit more shredded, but that's the struggle of a lifetime natural athlete. And then Christina is 31?
That's Christina.
31. She is 5'4" and probably what, like 115 pounds or so?
Between that and 120.
Okay.
I don't weigh myself, so I don't know.
There you go. And if you guys would be interested in seeing spicy behind the scenes content, like we're about to hop in the shower right now, there are links to that in the description below. There are Linktree links, and then you can find the link that you're looking for that way. So yeah, that's how it looks. I'm pretty happy, like I said, with how I'm looking right now. I do want to lose just a little bit more weight right there to be just a bit more shredded. Let's see if I can show you my legs here. They're actually pretty good from all the running back in the day. Maybe this one's better from the track and field. My legs were my best muscle group for a long time. It just depends if it comes off on camera or not, but you can kind of see how they're looking there. Legs always look small when you're holding the camera like this, because whatever's closest to the camera is gonna look big. So just little things that you learn when you film and do content for a living. But yeah, like I said, pretty happy. Still working on getting more muscle and getting a little bit more shredded. All right, it's finally dinner time. Gonna hop in the R8. You guys haven't seen this for a while on the channel. I might actually be trading this for a new car potentially soon. It just all depends on what they'll give me for a trade for this, but I've had it for a long time. I've absolutely loved this vehicle, but I do think it might be time for a change. Give it a little cold start. Doesn't sound too bad in here, but if I put this down a little bit, it's a lot louder. So we're gonna head out to Aura, which is one of my favorite local restaurants, and I'll show you how you can go out to eat and still make good choices and still be semi-healthy with what you're eating. All right, so this is one of my favorite local restaurants, Aura Modern Mediterranean Cuisine. So we're gonna go in here, get a little table, and get some food. All right, here we are. Nice little vibe in here. It is a little bit expensive, but I think it's worth it. Christina would probably disagree. They have an upstairs section too, which is really cool. A nice little bar area, and then they have some cool tables over here. We got a nice booth, which has high back, so you have
my favorite one.
Quite a bit of
Like
privacy.
secluded.
Yeah, we can hang out in here and film, which is really nice. And they know us here because we come here all the time. So I started off with a old fashioned. They have really fantastic drinks here, which is one of the reasons why it's one of my favorite places. Normally, if we weren't coming off a fast, we'd probably do like a appetizer or something. But both of us are struggling right now. I think because of the fasting, we both feel bloated just from the protein drink. I think it was. I'm not sure.
Yeah, my stomach's
So
upset.
yeah, we each got a small meal. I got the fillet, and she got chicken skewers.
I
So
don't think it's a small meal. It's a meal.
oh well, my
I'll
fillet's
see
not
how
a lot
much
of food.
I'll see how much I can
Yeah,
get of it.
the fillet is really nice if you guys are trying to eat healthy and not have a ton of calories. Fillet gives you protein, healthy fats. It usually comes with mashed potatoes or like some sort of vegetable in this case. So yeah, it's a good option to be healthy. And I love filet, so I eat them all the time. And if you want to go keto, you just don't eat any of the mashed potatoes or whatever the carbs are that comes with it, and you're good to go. All right, dinner has arrived. Jaret with the filet, medium. Mashed potatoes, which I won't eat that many of. These little things right here are so freaking good. They're like different types of tomatoes. And then broccolini right there. So not a ton of food, which is perfect because I'm not super hungry today.
That's a lot of
Teener wieners.
I got the chicken skewers, so they give you 2 of them over some like wild rice with like some sort of aioli sauce and broccolini as well.
It looks great, honestly.
It does, but
I was
that is-
thinking about getting that,
We should have just split this.
which we haven't had it yet.
Yeah.
But we can take that home. It's no big deal. It's just
Take it
chicken.
home, it's gonna be for the cats.
Okay. All right. So that's it. That's a full day of eating and our workout for today, and hopefully giving you guys some insight into what I'm thinking about and why we're doing the things that we're doing instead of just telling you do this. I think it's always better. There's a quote: you can give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. So that's kind of what I've always liked to do. If you want personal help on your fitness journeys, JaretCampFit.com. I have my own website where I've helped hundreds of people get in shape. And then if you want to see the spicier content, you can go in the links in the description below. We're actually going to go home now and get to work on that. We run both of our own pages, and it's quite a bit of work, but also it is a lot of fun as well. So yeah, hopefully this video was informative or entertaining, or maybe even a little bit inspiring to get you on your first step of your fitness journey, or to help you continue working on your health. It is a lifelong journey, and I do think that it is one of the most important things that we can do, because without your health, you really have nothing. So that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big juicy thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.